Who all repped the quarterback today?
Well, shoot, they all rep every day, so they're getting better and working hard.
And what can you say about Josh from last week? Was that a surprise what you saw him in the game? And Coach Jones said he didn't want to say it, but maybe he played a little better than he practiced.
Well, Josh has a lot of talent and works hard at his craft, and throughout the course of last year and last spring and with this training camp and all, has gotten better and better. Obviously, for all of our guys, but particularly for Josh, the key is to remain consistent, and that's where even in the course of this game, we need to improve from week to week with.
Did Justin look any healthier? Out there today?
Yes.
He have a little more velocity on his ball?
He's progressing well. Yes.
I guess what about him is inconsistent? You guys talk about consistency as a big thing. Where has he?
Ball location. I go back to the game. He had he threw some really good balls, right on target, right on time, and then he had Marquez on the slant that he missed for which was wide open for a touchdown potentially. We had to settle for 3 points. We also had another play down the sideline where he was rolling out, and he had I can't remember who it was exactly. I think it was Jason Kroom. He had down the sideline, and he missed him. So we just need to improve on accuracy and ball location in the throw game.
Butch said as of yesterday that if the game was played today, Justin would not play. Is that still the same, or has that changed?
He's getting better, but yeah, I'd probably say it's still the same.
In general, how's the offense responded this week? Do you sense a little more confidence from the group just based on the performance against Alabama, or is there any difference? Or
We, again, we approach every week with a business-like mentality, and by no means do we approach this week satisfied with anything we accomplished. There are no moral victories. We lost, and we want to build upon maybe some progress that we've made, but we still have a lot of work to do as an offense and still need to improve in a lot of areas.
Does your game plan change with a different quarterback in it, with Dobbs versus Worley, or is it stay the same plays, just different skill set?
Well, there was a little bit of a difference in game plan, yeah.
What more can you do with Josh in the run game?
Yeah, that's where he adds a little bit of a factor that maybe Justin does not. But a lot of the throw game and a lot of the other run game, the zone read concepts and the gap schemes will remain the same and have remained the same no matter who is playing quarterback.
Mike, Josh, what have you seen from him this week? Obviously, it's different when you're maybe the third guy as opposed to coming off a game where you play well against a pretty good defense.
Yeah, there's an added level of confidence, I would say, but again, if anything, it's an illustration of maybe the work that needs to be done and where he can improve, and now it's maybe a little more tangible because he's been able to get some game speed reps in that setting.
Did he play better than you expected, or?
No, I wouldn't say that. I have a lot of confidence in Josh and all of our guys, and he went out and, like I said, has areas to improve, but he did some really good things.
Mike, do you think that Marlon and Jalen were able to feed off of Josh's runs and they kind of just fed off of each other?
Definitely. When anybody makes plays that the defense has to account for, it frees up eyes and space for other players, and so obviously what Josh was able to do with his feet and with his arm is going to garner the attention of the defensive players and open up seams for other guys.
What's the added size done for him? He's obviously put on a good bit of weight. How's that made him more
Well, his arm strength has improved, and obviously his durability to do the types of things we did with him on Saturday has improved.
It's the second season in a row, I guess, where Josh is sort of, maybe he was on track to redshirt or not. He hadn't played yet, and then he gets kind of get thrown into the mix late in the season, and he looked ready to play both times. Is that just, I guess, a testament to the way that he does go about his business? Yeah,
and again, I think all of our guys, we preach to all of our players, quarterbacks especially, but all of our players, you prepare as if you're going to be the starter. So, whether you're playing, not playing, whatever it might be, he goes about his week of preparation in video, in the classroom, and obviously on the field as if he's going to be the guy stepping on the field for us.
The other Josh Malone, had some struggles in camp, and now he seemed to fall through those. What have you seen from him that's enabled him to go from where he was to where he is?
For him, the biggest stride has been in his intensity and in his practice habits. Obviously, as a young player, as a true freshman, there's a little bit of an adjustment that goes to the speed of the game and the expectations on the practice field. And once he was able to embrace those, he's made great strides on the field during games.
What would be the biggest strides? say?
Well, again, just intensity in route running and intensity in concentration and eye concentration.
Jalen Hurts seemed to run a little bit harder than he has some of the other weeks. Maybe it was the same, maybe it wasn't, but it seemed like there was more intensity out of him, like there was in that Georgia game. Did you notice anything different on film that maybe he was running harder or back to full health?
Yeah, I wouldn't say necessarily that he ran harder, but he did. I was happy with how physically he ran the ball. He's obviously got the size to lower his shoulder and fight for extra yards when there's nowhere else to go, and he did that, and will continue to do that.
We haven't been able to see Dobbs' progress throughout the year, obviously, since he hasn't been playing, but how much of a better player is he now as opposed to the start of camp?
Our guys, he's improved quite a bit, and continues to improve. And that comes with any player who's gaining reps and gaining experience, both in practice and now, obviously, in a game. The quickness with which he's making decisions, that's probably the biggest area of improvement that I've seen from him.
Coach, can you quantify at all? I mean, the play you were able to get out of the offensive line the other night with so many, injury-riddled guys in new spots. I mean, guys coming in. I mean, what kind of a testament is that to them, Coach Mahoney, just in general?
Yeah, those Coach Mo's done a great job of motivating those guys. Not that they need it, because they're a hungry group to begin with, and they're proud. They're proud, and they've obviously come under some criticism in the recent past and have taken it upon themselves to do what's necessary to improve.